Hi everyone, my name is Doris Dulo, and today I'm gonna do a review of the movie Beauty that just launched yesterday. Now, I was so excited when I saw the trailer of the movie, and unfortunately, I must say that it did not live up to my expectations. Here is what I was expecting. I was expecting a whole beautiful music hall, um, listening to a nice sultry voice of somebody that kind of sounds like Whitney Houston, and that's just what I was expecting at the very least. And after watching the movie, it just fell short of my expectations because I was expecting to have a lovely time listening to music most of the time. And the amazing bit about this movie is that there was no one who sang. Now, this movie kind of gives you the vibe that maybe they're doing a story about Whitney Houston. So, though they named her Beauty, because I'm guessing they didn't want a lawsuit or having problems with with licenses or legal battles. So I'm guessing that's why they named the main character Beauty. And everybody and their mama can definitely tell that this story is about Whitney Houston. You know, it's not rocket science. This is just a matter of fact that the story is about Whitney Houston. Like I told you, I was expecting songs at the very least, but it ended up being an agenda for the LGBTQ, which I have nothing against.
What you think about? The future? What's the future gonna be?
Beauty is musician, and she starts off as somebody who's very docile, doesn't have much of a say. She's sweet, you know, like she obeys her parents. She's basically a good kid, and she has a lover called Jess.
Good thing you get.
She's lesbian at a time, I think around the 80s or 70s, at a time when it was unacceptable to be lesbian, very frowned upon, especially also in the American society. Like most of the time, people like that would keep that down on the low because of what would people say. So she's forced to keep up appearances. Now that she wants to be a musician, she's forced to keep up appearances and appear straight, you know. And then, like I told you, she's docile and soft. She's unable to stand up to authority figures, and the authority figures in her life are her dad and mom. I do find her sometimes questioning her mom, but her dad, I can tell you for a fact, she's much more scared of him, and with reason. The guy seems like he could be even violent. He not seems, he shows it, and I'm going to talk about that more in depth. She seems like somebody who cares what her parents say. She's like, she really wants to do right by them and make them happy. She can also be slightly stubborn as the movie progresses, which I think is a good thing. She questions, like when she's told that she needs to wear something flowy, she's like, no, that's not her style. She wears a short wig, you know, she likes her hair short and wavy. This is somebody who stands up for herself. Now, as the story progresses, she seems to now like a certain guy. We don't know what his name is, and looks like Brown, the guy Whitney married. She seems to have fallen a little head over heels over this boy. So maybe she's not a lesbian. Maybe she's bisexual. The next person I'm gonna talk about is her brother Abel. Now, Abel is a go-lucky guy. He gets along with everybody. He's definitely somebody that anybody would like to hang out with, me included. Like, he's always happy. He doesn't take in he doesn't become offended when somebody says something offensive to him, and I like that about him. So as you watch the movie, you can't help but just like the guy. He's always smiling, he can do no wrong. And even as the family, the entire family is not welcoming towards a certain lady called Jess, who I've mentioned slightly when I was talking about Beauty. He seems welcoming of her. He even would have wished to date her. He's a really sweet guy. So then there's Jess. Jess is Beauty's girlfriend. No one likes her in the family except for Abel, like I mentioned. She seems to know something about Beauty's dad, but we don't know what it is. She insinuates that he could be unfaithful. Jess' full name is Jasmine. She's scared of the path that Beauty wants to venture in, because Beauty is starting off as a musician, and Jess is concerned about what it would mean to their relationship, what this new path would unfold, and you can see that she loves Beauty. She wants to protect her. In fact, when Beauty wants to sign a contract with the manager, Jess suggests and insists that she should get a lawyer to look over the contract. Unfortunately, she has to be like almost a secret, because she's not acknowledged in public, because Beauty has to keep an image that she's straight. Then there's Beauty's dad.
How you know that she's not a wolf?
Beauty's dad is like the typical African dad. He's a dictator and a strict Christian, like the typical African dad. You have to do what they say or you're gonna be in trouble. So he's also violent. He threatens to beat his wife, he threatens to beat his daughter. Man, I think he's a terrorist. That's my own view. Mostly he wants to see Beauty succeed, but not in the way that usually parents want to just see you succeed. He has an ulterior motive. He wants money. He wants to make money off of Beauty's success. So that's why he pushes so much for Beauty to succeed. He even forces her to sign a contract with the manager just because of his greed for money, which brings out the theme of the black tax. And it happens to most African kids, is that like you're expected that if you make it, that you lift others up, your parents, your siblings, and that's what we call the black tax. And we can see it live happening to Beauty. We've been separated for centuries, but still we share some core things, which is like, of course, the spanking of kids, even until a certain age, and even up to date. You get scared when your parents threaten to actually beat you. So that's something that resonated as an African. At the end, we see that there's a strained relationship between Beauty and her dad. He wanted Jess to be like annihilated, I think, or to be really dealt with so that she can stay away from Beauty. So that causes a strain in their relationship with his daughter Beauty. Other than that, he's also not a bad person. He's not a bad stepfather, because he's also a stepfather to Beauty's elder brother. I didn't quite get the name, but yeah, he really converses with him. He says that he finds it hard to really be able to understand his stepson, but yet he doesn't treat him badly. That's my view. So he must not be that bad, That's Then there's Beauty's mother.
She ain't ready.
So she's got 3 kids. She's a good singer, but she seems bitter because she didn't get a chance to sing, I think Beauty gets her voice from there, but funny enough, for some strange reason, she never really got to use her talent. So she seems like she's a perfectionist.
Do you know what they do to stars? They build you up just so they can tear you down.
From the story, she spent most of the time being a backup singer and has very valid concerns about her daughter being a celebrity. She's scared that her daughter will be unable to be herself as a celebrity. She'll have to really put out an image, and she's worried about how this will affect Beauty.
But you won't be real. You'll be a fantasy.
These concerns are very valid. Any mother would be worried about whether their kids will be able to handle the spotlight. But at the same time, you realize that she's kind of jealous of her daughter, and you wonder why. Like,
something bad is gonna happen.
So it's a good theme to look at the relationship between the mother and the daughter, the jealousy, the love, the protection. Like it's a mixed feeling when I think you're having a daughter. So she trains Beauty to be a better singer, and that's her role in this movie mostly. Then there's the elder brother of Beauty. He seems to hate Jess, and also he doesn't seem to get along much with his other siblings. He's unpredictable, according to Abel and Beauty's dad. They just can't seem to understand him. He likes his stepfather. He really likes his stepfather, which means that he could be loving. He really wants to prove himself to his dad, to the extent that when his dad asks him to find a way to get rid of Jess, he really attempts. He lacks the balls to really go through with that. He wants to really just please his dad, and is with him even up to the last days. Then there's the producer, the white woman. I don't know what her name is. I don't know if I was not paying attention or what, but she's a very persistent person. And she doesn't care what it takes to get what she wants. She will wait outside the door to get it. She will talk to you, try to convince you in order for her to get whatever it is that she wants to get, or for her to be able to achieve a certain goal.
Trust me, she's ready.
She upholds the white beauty standards, which is the long hair, which Beauty is totally against. And then she says some things which I find quite disturbing, like she's never met a black girl who doesn't know how to dance. Now, what was the purpose of that? Like, can producers say what was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of that phrase anyway in the script? I really don't understand. But anyway, yeah, it was there. But I like her work ethic, and she seemed quite devoted to her clients. She's definitely somebody you'd want around your corner if you want to be a celebrity, because she offers all the support that you need. I really like the supporting role that she's played. She really plays it and does a good job. Then towards the end, there appears to be a looming love triangle between Jess, Beauty, and the neighbor that Beauty meets next door, who looks almost like Brown, Mr. Brown. Yeah, a love triangle. And my feeling about love triangles, they're just not good. Somebody's definitely going to get hurt there. So, but unfortunately, we don't get to see what happens at the end with this love triangle, but we do know what happened in real life. And then I find the ending is such an anticlimax. Like, I was waiting to see like her going on stage and singing like,
I don't know how to sing black, white. I just know how to sing. Because that's what I like to do.
That's what I was expecting, but unfortunately, there's no singing. No singing at all. What an anticlimax. Like, I was expecting something spectacular, maybe something profound that she says in the interview. Her performance, nothing. None of these people gave us blackout. Blackout. Why? 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 Then, yeah, I just don't understand. Anyway, this movie I think is something which you can watch if you don't want to really think much, because I find it a bit bland, lack of flavor. You can watch it when you want to like cook or something, or when you want to have a conversation with somebody, because you can always be able to do what you're doing and still get back to watching the movie and be able to flow with it. So there's not much, it doesn't make you to think so much. It's a very light movie according to me, that doesn't make you to ponder much in between the movie and at the end. No, like it was just, for me, I would rate it a 5 out of 10 for me. Like, I have no offense, like the actors were beautiful, they really did a good job. I just wish that the execution of the story, I wish the script was written better. I wish there was more complexities. I wish there was actually a storyline, but this seems like something that is leading nowhere. Like, what was the point of this movie? Was it about mother and daughter jealousy? Was it about lesbianism? What was it about, being a celebrity? What was this movie about? Can someone make me understand? Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, goodbye.